Hello everyone. So today we are going to see variable attributes and anchor notation. So first of all, the variable attributes are used in place of data types at variable declaration. So let us see why we use this. So we have seen in the previous example, we if you want student name and average, so we are taking what? Variable student name and its data type, and variable average and its data type, and we are taking here student number. From that you are using here, right? Then here what we have to do, we have to give the proper data types. Means the student name data type is varchar, we have to give here, and average data type number. If we give the wrong data types, then we will get what? Error. Here we can see describe students, and here we are taking data types. So we have to give right data type in order to execute this program. So if you give the wrong data types, so in that case we will get compilation error. So tomorrow what happened, this student name column data type changed to what? Number. In future if the varchar type is changed to number, then what happen, here we will get compilation error, because we have given over here what? Varchar 2. So we will get what? Compilation error. So for avoiding this, what we use? Variable attributes or anchor notation. What is this? Variable attributes are used in place of data types, are used in place of what? Data types at variable declaration. So anchor notation are used in the place of this data types. Next statement we'll see. So whenever we are using variable attribute, internally Oracle server is allocate some memory for these variables attributes for storing the corresponding variable column data type which was assigned at the time of table creation. So what happened? Variable attribute or anchor notation. So let's take, we have taken here, used here anchor notation 1. So what will happen? This our Oracle server will create here some memory, and at the time of running it will check the data type and it will store the data types. So here what? Student name data type is, here we will store var char to 20 size. So in future if you changed this to number, then it will be automatically changed to number. So it will automatically change it to number. That means if we are using anchor notation, we need not to check the what? We need not to worry about the data types. It will internally create memory, and at the runtime it will check the whatever the data type and it will store that data type here. So we need not to worry about the what? Data types, and in future we need not to change the data types for every program. So we can use this anchor notation. So this is a very important use of this. So what we are explaining? So variable attributes are used in place of data types at variable declaration. Whenever we are using variable attributes, internally Oracle server it is allocates some memory for these variable attributes for storing the corresponding variable column data type. So what we have seen, this is what, so which was assigned at the time of table creation. Next, variable attribute are also called as what? Anchor notation. So the advantages of variable attributes are, whenever we want to change the particular column data types in a table, then the corresponding column valuable data type also change in variable attribute memory automatically. So in the PL SQL there are two types of variable attribute. First one is column level attribute and second one is row level attribute. So first one we will see as column level attribute. So in this what happen? So in this level we are defining variable attribute for the individual column. It is representing with the percentile type statement, and the syntax to use is variable name, table name dot column name, percentile type. So let us see example. I hope you understand why we use what variable attribute, and now we will see column level attribute. How can we use? So let me clear. So here is our table. Now here we will take same program for printing student name and average, but we will use here what column level attribute. So what first declare variable underscore student name, and we will not give here what data type. We will use here what column level attribute. So for that, what is the syntax? Table name dot column name percentile type. So what is table name? Student dot student name percentile type. So we need not to give the what data types of that column. This is done. Now next is average, variable average, and here also we will take what column level attribute, student dot average percentile type. And now we will write here execution block. So begin. Now select student name and average into what variable student name and variable average from which table? From student table, where student number equals to ampersand student number. We will take as the dynamic, means at the running time we will take the student number. Now we will print that values dbms underscore output dot put underscore line for printing. So variable underscore student name concat this concatation comma concat variable underscore average, let me take small, average semicolon, end this and slash. So enter the what student number. I want 1111, and here we go, Sam and 98.78 is coming. So this is the example of what column level attributes. So in this level we are defining variable attributes for individual columns. It is representing with percentile type statement. So here we are not providing what data type. Here we are using column level attribute. So tomorrow if what happen, this student name data type is changed to number, we need not to worry about what is the data types. So it will automatically here the number data type will come. So this is the advantages of variable attribute, or again we can say it is as anchor notation. So this is for what column level attribute. Now next we will see row level attribute. So let us see what is row level attribute. So in this level we are declaring a single variable will it will represent all the different data types of column in a table. It represent with percentile row type. So what is the syntax for using this? Variable name, then table, percentile row type. So let us see row level attributes example. So let me clear the screen. Now select star from student. This is our table. Now here we will use what row level attribute. So how can we use that? Let us see. So first is declare, then declare I I will take here a small I. Then next is we will take what, the table name. What is our table name? Student, percentile, row, type, semicolon, then execution block. So begin, select, star. So here what we are doing, we are taking all the columns. So for that, select star into, and we will store in this what, row level attribute, that is I. Let me take small I. From which table? Student table, where student number equals to ampersand student number. Done. Now we will print this. How can we print this? So dbms underscore output dot put underscore line I dot what, student name, concat this, comma, concatation I dot average. Let me take here I dot average concatation, comma, I dot student address, and let's close this, semicolon, end this, and slash, and here we will write, we will take here a student number as 5555, and here we can see we are getting Smith 67.88 is average and address is London. So this is the example for what, row level attributes. In this what happen, in this level we are declaring a single variable. We can see that we are declaring only one variable, that means single variable. It will represent all the different data types of the column in a table. It represent with the percentile row type. So what happen, it will represent all the different data types of the column in a table. We can see that. And how can we print the values? I dot the column name, average, whatever column name we have to print. So this is about what, anchor notation or valuable attributes. So you can see that valuable attributes are used in place of data types at the variable declaration. So whenever we use variable attributes internally, Oracle server, what will happen, it allocates some memory for these variable attributes for storing the corresponding variable column data types which was assigned at the time of table creation. It is also known as anchor notation, and there are two types of variable attributes. First is column level, second is row level, and we have seen the example. So this is a way we can use the variable attributes or anchor notation.